Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Days are coming and coming, but not for everyone, because Russia, terrorist state, continuously makes attack. Missile strikes, missile attacks, bombing, shelling our cities, and bigger, smaller, it doesn't matter. And recently they struck one of the city in Donetsk region, Kramatorsk. They struck intentionally coffee shop where they definitely knew there will be many people at that time, because this was middle of the day. And after this, our security, our intelligence services, they caught man who betrayed his country, who betrayed Ukraine, and he worked for the Russian services there. And he instructed the Russian troops on that hit. And they communicated with him, asked him whether coffee shop is working, whether there are people inside. He confirmed this, and they struck directly. As a result, 12 people dead, among them 4 kids, and more than 60 wounded with different level of severity. And we, most of us understand Russian, because we were in Soviet Union and they forced everyone to learn Russian language, so we know it. And after this stroke, we just saw a lot of joy and happiness in Russian publics, because they were happy that our kids were dead because of their missile exact hit. Think about how would you call them after all this terrorist acts they have done. And I would like to share and to show you that my flowers are flowering, my roses are flowering, continuing to make me happy and to bring at least some joy in these very hard days. This is Dinky rose, and this is hybrid musk, as far as I remember. It grows from autumn 20, and it became more wider, more robust from year to year. It does not have any aroma, any smell, or maybe at least pretty light, but I would characterize it as non-absent. The bush pretty white. It grows in place where soil is not so rich as I would like to, and of course as I think bush would prefer to, but still it grows. It came out of winter in spring. It is pretty good, so it's very hard, but it is under the cover in my garden. I do not leave it as it is for the winter season. It has pretty generous flowering. Blooms in clusters of flowers. Clusters are pretty big, and flower it is pretty changing. It may be more intense during the rainy weather, but it is more brighter during the sunny weather. It changes from pink, deep pink, to pink, violet, something like that. I love it very much because it is so quick growing, it is so generous, it is non-problematic. It may have some signs of black spot, but not severe one, and as you can see, leaves are pretty light green, but they should not be. This is a signal for me that I should apply some ferrum, some ferrum treatment for this bush. Near it there is Robin Hood. This is also hybrid musk, and I love such type of roses because of their generous flowering. They are definitely eye-catching, they are non-problematic. This variety, it catches black spot. It may be very severe, but it still does not influence the growing, does not influence the flowering. It will still be so rich flowering clusters and so long lasting when most part of flowers are already finished their first way. Still some of the clusters continue and bringing joy and bringing a lot of happiness to see this beauty. Bush itself, it's pretty wide. It's more wider than higher, and a lot of new basal growing. It is very generous in as in flowering as well as in growing of new and new. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see here, color can be from even white, but I suppose this is some lack of some maybe micro elements, and that's why flowers are not so intense red, but its main color is pretty bright, not red, sorry, but pretty bright pink. And this Lavaglut variety, which was in the beginning of the video, I also impressed with. It is pretty, also pretty intense, pretty vivid, pretty fast growing, and it is compact, at least in my garden. It also may have some signs of black spot till the autumn. These signs will be very intense, but still bush is flowering, flowers and clusters are very rich, very big. Color is deep pink, but on the sun it will be more bright, not pink, sorry, red, deep red, and would be even like a bright red. But closer to the evening, closer to the sunset, color would be so intense red, even dark red, even black red. Yeah, very noticeable flower, very noticeable bush, and I would definitely recommend this variety, even because of recently we have pretty long period of rains, of high humidity, long-lasting humidity, and after these days, rainy days, a lot of my variety, they finished their first way because of that humidity. But this variety, no, rain did not influence it, so it continues growing, it continues flowering and bringing me joy and happiness to see this flowering. Yeah, bush is compact. It is maybe 70 centimeters, maybe 80 centimeters high, and the same wide. It does not have any smell, maybe pretty light, but I would, pretty light aroma, but not so intense as many other varieties have. Yeah, do you see how generous this cluster is? Yeah, not all of them, of course, not all of them so generous, but some are pretty generous and long-lasting. Flower itself, it will be on the bush, I think up to 5 days, even definitely not the 1 or 2 days. I think maybe 5, even more. And wave is pretty long. And for the second even season in my garden, it became very vivid, very robust. And the third, definitely even more. Here in Ukraine, we have also two similar varieties, Cordula and Tornado. But to be true, I planted them, but yeah, I received not the variety I have expected. Another one came instead, so I wanted to compare them, Lavaglut, Cordula and Tornado, and to see what is the difference between them, because many people asking, please describe the difference between these three varieties. So I don't know, because I don't have three varieties, and even when I have two now, I have Cordula and Lavaglut, I don't see any difference, but there may be also not good initial material for Cordula, for example, and we receive Lavaglut instead. That may happen. Maybe you know the difference between these three varieties and could explain in words. I would be grateful for this. Yeah, and one more rose, the Quatre Saisons. This is ground cover rose. Pretty tender, soft pink. I like such color, and it is very good in combination with Dinky variety, and it is very good in combination with Robin Hood variety. Yeah, it is also pretty fast growing, pretty vivid. It is more wider, of course, than higher, because it is ground cover, and it is really good on the rose stamp, and it is really good on some some maybe different height of your ground. It is self-cleaning, so it's pretty easy to take care of this rose. No need to make additional movements in the summer, just to clear the flowers which already finished their flowering. So thank you for this walking, for this small video watching these four varieties. In case you have something in your garden, please share your thoughts, share your impressions, what region are you living in, and how flowers feel in your region. Yeah, thanks, till the next video, and bye.